What techniques do you use to motivate the players throughout the season?
Yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but I've had a career myself. I understand, the highs and lows of what players go through, what emotions they go through, when they go through difficult moments in a game or difficult moments in a season. So I can call upon that experience to guide them to say, look, it's okay. We all go through these sort of spells, it's fine. And make them feel at ease. And obviously, we want them to play at a tempo with aggression and, aggression off the ball and then in a controlled manner with the ball. So, yeah, it's just, you got to pick and choose your moments, pick and choose the right words. And for me, I don't know if you've watched a lot of the training, but I let my coaches take a lot of the training because, I want to have impact when I speak. So it's important that they have a good bond with my coaches, and there's a little bit of distance between me and the rest.
And there's a good atmosphere at the trainings, some funny techniques, then some tough ones, so it's a mix.
It's always a mix. Like, you can't keep just drilling them. There has to be an enjoyment about what they're doing as well. And I noticed it yesterday, Alex, when I walked down to training and I saw the guys just before the warm-up, and I looked around and I just thought, the atmosphere is really good. The players look happy. And that's just my observation, I just like to see the players bubbling and ready to go to training, and the majority of them have been excellent.
And on next Saturday we're going to start the season, the important matches for us. How do you see the first match?
Well, it's difficult.
I don't know if you know the
I don't know much about you, Rod. I know we have to fly for a start, so we have to get our week in training ready. We have to get our preparation ready for that. But that falls into line with, preparing for the start of the season anyway. And then we will do a lot of analysis on the opposition, as much as we can get. Maybe some games from last season or maybe some of their pre-season games. And we will try and work out a way of playing. Away from home it's going to be difficult. They've got a good stadium there, it looks a nice stadium, good pitch. But it's important that we start the season well, and it may take some of the players 3-4 games to get into their full, peak of conditioning on football. But it's important that we start the season well, because after Euro there's another big game against Cluj. But we're taking it one game at a time. So, yeah, look, all the games are difficult. There's no easy games. We do not have a divine right to walk onto the pitch and go, we're Rapid, we should win. We have to earn it, and that's what we want the players to understand.
Do you think Mikovsky will help you?
I think that, of course, yes. He has been a real bonus. He's done very well.
Oh, he played there for Utah, so...
Oh, of course. Oh, I can delve into some information then from him as well, of course.
He was the top scorer.
Yeah, he had a great season last year. We've been very, very pleased with Miko. He's settled in very well. He's a good athlete, and he has played very well. So with him and Borza there, there's good competition and there's good players in that position. So I'm very pleased. And yeah, I'll be tapping into Mika's knowledge.
Do you need any new players? Or are you?
Well, that's something I'll discuss with the director of football. It's you like to do your business behind closed doors. We may have a look at the squad. At the minute, we're happy, but there may be 1 or 2 tweaks that we need to do. There will be, obviously, the squad is a little bit big at the minute, so we'll have to trim it with some younger players going out on loan to other clubs. But in terms of bringing other players in, we'll see.
Are there any coaches that influenced your philosophy during your...
Yeah, I played under great coaches, Martin O'Neill, Gordon Strachan. I had 10 years under Martin O'Neill, who, worked under Brian Clough. So Clough is a legend in the English game. He won the Champions League twice with a very small club in Nottingham Forest. He also won the Premier League with, Nottingham Forest and Derby County. Maybe some clubs that Romanian fans will have never heard of, but Clough was, he was a genius. So Martin played under him, won the Champions League under him, and then I had 10 years with him in the Premier League and at Celtic, and then when he left Celtic, I had another 3 years with Gordon Strachan, who again was a very good coach and they were great players, Alex, themselves, as individuals. Strachan was an amazing player for Manchester United, Aberdeen, Leeds, O'Neill with Nottingham Forest and Ireland. So I learned a lot from these two. And then you look around the world, you know, I have a big influence from the Italian game, from my experiences with Conte, you know, with Inzaghi. You know, I've coached against both of those. You know, I really admire the way Conte brought back the 3-5-2 into Juventus. And obviously Inzaghi at Lazio and now at Inter Milan. You know, I enjoy their tactical side of the game as individual coaches. Guardiola's different. Klopp I like. He's a more of a power coach, you know, fast, dynamic, high pressing. So you take little bits from everyone and try and form your own ideas on the game.
So you spoke about this 3-5-2. Do you think the players adapt to your system?
Look, formations are formations, okay? It's, you know, it can be one thing. It's all about the players. And, you know, if the players are happy, can they adapt to it? Yes, they have adapted to it because they're good players and they're intelligent. So next week if we go to Utah and play 4-3-3, it won't be a problem, you know. But I'm not going to give too much away on how we want to perform, but I want to be flexible in our formations and our style of play.
Do you have a motto that you use in your career?
Oh.
Or in your philosophy of life?
Yeah, that's brilliant. What a question. Oh, I do, but I can't think off the top of my head. I have so many. Football is about those who play and those who pay. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
It is about the supporters and the players. People like me now are coaches, we're custodians of the game. But the most important people in football are the players and the fans. And it's my job to make both sets happy.
Good one. If you could choose anyone, who is the person that you would like to have dinner with?
Yeah, not
from football.
Yeah, I mean, I've mentioned Brian Clough already. I find him a fascinating character. There's an English comedian, and he's been an actor, a very intelligent guy called Stephen Fry, who I really enjoy listening to when he's on television. He's a great storyteller, and he's very well educated, and he's got this.
Comedian?
Yeah, he does a bit of comedy. He's done a lot of comedy, but more on TV rather than individual. And he's, you know, he went to university. He was very well educated. But you know, listen to him speak and tell stories. Yeah, he's a very interesting guy.
So Stephen Fry.
Stephen Fry.
Yeah, we'll look for him.
Look him up.